Hello, you guys. Welcome back to As Told by Kenya. In today's video, we have another Kenya Has Thoughts. I have some things I want to discuss. The first thing we have to discuss is the Met Gala happened. Here is the thing. I have a funny relationship with the Met Gala. It's not something I look forward to. Like, as a pop culture enthusiast, the Met Gala is not this, like, big moment for me. I think it's, like, my relationship with, like, celebrity fashion. I simply do not care. You want to know how I know I don't care? If you're on social media, have you ever seen those accounts that like show you like vintage or archival pieces that a celebrity is wearing, and it's like, look, they pulled this from the 1972 I feel nothing. Like, those are just words on a screen to me. They just don't mean anything to me. That does not mean I do not understand the importance of fashion as an art. I think that fashion kind of gets the shitty end of the stick. Oftentimes, people will talk about how important like books are, paintings are, and all types of stuff like that, poetry, and then people don't put that same care and thought into fashion and preserving fashion pieces. So I totally understand the point of the Met Gala. I understand people's enjoyment of the Met Gala. It just doesn't get me going. It just hasn't gotten me going in a while. And then I feel like big name celebrities don't show up the same way they used to show up like a decade ago. I feel like there was a time where like the Met Gala, you could really see your faves, and like that day really hasn't come. So we get the Met Gala 2024 and Snooze Fest. I'm gonna be really honest with you. Snooze Fest, the theme was like the Garden of Time, the something. I don't care. I simply don't care. And we got a bunch of florals. Here is the thing. I have a interesting relationship with florals. I love florals as prints. I like when people decorate their house with floral prints. I like when people have floral stuff. But something about florals and clothes I do not like. I do not like having flowers and stuff on your clothes, which is crazy because if you ever see me rolling down the street, I have a Jeep, and my Jeep is completely floral themed, like completely floral themed. Like, you people see me, they see the floral. So I don't know what my issue with florals and clothes are. So I really wasn't gagged by all the goddamn florals. So let's get into some of my favorite looks of the night. I saw a lot of mixed opinions on Zendaya. So Zendaya gave us two looks. I like Zendaya's first look a lot. I love the Pat McGrath makeup. I really like this look. To me, this was something interesting from Zendaya that we really haven't seen before, and I really like this look. A lot of people were kind of cold on it, but I wasn't. It was edgy. I liked it. And then she came back and gave us another look. Did not love the dress. Just my opinion. Don't shoot me. It's just my opinion, but I love the head. I love the head with the bouquet. I thought that was very cute. So I like Zendaya. I thought Zendaya did very well. The men were boring as usual. Really nothing to say there. Someone who I adore, and I think they are one of the most interesting people in fashion in the moment, is Taylor Russell. I'm acting like that's a hot take. Taylor Russell's fashion is so interesting to me. You want to know what I really love about Taylor Russell's fashions? In a time where a lot of people are pulling archival pieces, they are pulling from the closets, and like we're supposed to go up for that because number one, sustainability, and number two, like, ooh, it's archival, you can get archival pieces, which at this point everybody can get archival. I don't understand the big, like, outside of the sustainability, I don't understand the big like hoopla and archival piece. Like, it seems like everybody can pull it, so like I'm not gagged. Taylor Russell does a lot of like off the runway pieces, original pieces, and I love that. I really love that. We get to see new clothes on Taylor Russell, and so Taylor Russell was one of my favorite looks of the night. Loved it. Then we have Tyler. I'm here to tell you, Tyler is here to stay. Tyler gave us a Balmain look, and what I appreciate about this look, it's very like first time at the Met Gala, let me show these girls what is up. So I really enjoyed their look. Was there anybody else I greatly enjoyed? From the right angles, I could enjoy Kim Kardashian's look. My issue with Kim Kardashian's look is I don't feel like Kim Kardashian like sold the look. I wasn't deeply in love with it, and also like the blonde hair on Kim doesn't really do much for me, but like it was fine overall. It was just fine, like very, very snooze fest. Didn't like anybody else I'm really like just gogged over. I don't think so. I'll put somebody on the screen if I was. But overall, I did not. The Met Gala was just not this big moment for me. I'm happy you guys enjoyed yourself, and that's more than enough. I did forget one. Divine Joy Randolph. Ooh, yeah, I love this. I loved this garment right here. I thought it was so good. It had such detail to it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Now, is there anybody else? No, I think that's it. Those are the people who I enjoyed. Let's move on to the next topic. This is a topic that has pretty much taken over Black social media, and so I'm here to give my 2 cents like anybody asks. So there's this teacher who posts TikToks, and he posted a TikTok where he was getting his hair unbraided by these like 3 or 4 Black students. And he was saying in the TikTok that some people think this is inappropriate, but we had some free time and we were doing this, that, and the third. That's why I got my hair unbraided. Then after the fact, he either got fired or suspended. Mama don't know. And he came on social media crying and showing us a message one of his students sent him saying that like they gonna miss him and they hope he gonna come back. And like there's been discourse all around. I want to start by saying everybody don't need to be influencer boots. Everybody does not need to be influencer boots. I get it. TikTok has opened up this lane where literally everyone can get on. The algorithm shows you everybody's stuff and you can become an influencer. And I understand the desire to want people to watch your stuff as someone who puts stuff up for people to watch it. I just don't think it's necessary for everyone to do it. I do not think that teachers should want to be influencers. That's not me saying we need to be very strict on the type of stuff that teachers post to social media, because oftentimes I do think the rules for teachers can be very strict in ways that they're not. And I totally get it because you're working with kids, obviously, but like they can be ridiculously strict. But I don't think you need to be like in the school taking TikTok videos, putting the kids in your TikTok videos. Like, I think you should be able to have a TikTok. Why not? Maybe you go home and make videos and do your thing. That's fine. I just don't understand why the school has to be the content. And if so many people at the school want to be a part of your TikToks, or y'all want to make TikToks at school, why not go to like the head of your school, the principal or somebody, and be like, can we start a school TikTok? Can we start a TikTok page for the school? And so there's like a few people over making sure like the TikTok videos are good, and then y'all post them on the school TikTok. If y'all just so badly want to be on the internet and, you know, having a school on the internet, I get it. It's a new day and age. I don't understand it. So I just don't get it. Auntie don't get it. I do not understand this deep desire to want to be on social media, and just like when you have a job that has nothing to do with social media, just wanting to be an influencer. So that starts to here. Like, why did he have to post that video on social media? It just didn't seem necessary. And I don't like when people post stuff on social media and expect the discourse, and then people get mad at the people who discourse as if the content wasn't put up for the discourse. Like, this is put up for people to talk. This was put up for people to have a conversation about it. And he got the conversation he was asking for, baby. Number 2, call me old, call me out of touch. I don't think the students need to be in nobody's head. I don't think think nobody need to be in nobody's head, because when I'm thinking back to when I was in school, like, you kind of got in trouble if you was playing in people's head at school. Like, we used to have to, like, yes, on the playground, we used to play in each other's hair, and it's like, okay, no harm, no foul. But, like, you was not all up in the classroom in each other's hair. Like, the teacher was like, this isn't beauty school. Like, that's what they used to say back when I was in school. And I just do not think like people should just be playing in each other's head at school, because I already think we have become very unserious as a country, and like people don't take literacy seriously, people don't take school seriously, people don't take education seriously, people don't take any of this stuff seriously. So y'all need to be in them books, stay out the head and be in them books, okay? So I already don't think that should be. But then I definitely don't think students should be in the teacher head, like, what happened to boundaries? Here's the thing, I'm not about to go on a limb and start calling that man all types of names and saying like he had nefarious intentions. That's not what I do here, but it is what I do sometimes, but I'm not got to do that. But I am gonna say, like, I just don't think the kid should be in your head. And then it's not lost on me, he has 7 plaits at most. He has 7 plaits at most in his head. He could have took out a braid an hour and he would have been ready by the time the school bell rang. Like, I don't understand. Like, he just had so many damn braids in his head and he just couldn't get them done before the appointment. Like, be serious. I believe this was posted for engagement. I think he got the engagement he posted for. And baby, what you want us to do? So number one, the teachers don't need to even be on TikTok all like that. Number two, you did not need to have your hair unbraided that damn bad to be having the kids in your head. Yes, I believe there's something called boundaries, and I just think people are just crossing those left and right at school, and it can lead to something harmful. So like, I'm not on your side there. And then the next thing you have, so people get upset. I guess they call up to the school and he gets suspended. He comes online and he gives us messages that his students sent him where they're saying they love him and they gonna miss him. I'm like, what is this supposed to prove? What is this supposed to prove to us? This is what I'm saying about boundaries. I get with younger kids, like when you were in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, you don't really understand emotions, so you almost can feel like your teacher is like a step in as your mother. So you say you love your mom or your dad, so you say the same thing to your teacher. Like, you don't know how to differentiate those emotions that you have. You just have someone who is nurturing and caring and you see them all the time. So I get that at a younger age, but getting online and showing us a bunch of big kids telling you that they love you and they're gonna miss you so damn much, is this gonna prove something? Is this gonna prove something else? Once again, not putting nefarious intentions on him. What I'm saying is, like, this is a boundary thing. This is a boundary thing. Like, clearly you and your students do not have clear boundaries. I do not think your students should just be like so damn distraught that you ain't coming back. Like, it just shows that things are getting blurred, and I'm not on your side. I'm simply not on your side, especially because it's not lost on me that this man, he seems to be cis heterosexual male, black. It's not lost on me that the same people who are defending him have so many strict rules for what everybody else can do at school. You have people who, if a black woman has a big butt and she wears some clothes they think are tight, y'all talking about she shouldn't even be up at the school. Next thing, how many of y'all have sat there and said black mothers shouldn't be in a carpool line with their bonnets? They shouldn't be able to drop their kids off wearing a bonnet. How many times have y'all gotten mad at that one gay guy who sits online and he like tells y'all that y'all kids stupid? How many times have we had to drag him for calling y'all kids stupid? Okay, so y'all have all these rules for everybody else and what they should be doing, and people should get fired and people should be able to drop off their kids and y'all this, but this man, y'all want to sit here and give all types of grace. Here's the thing, do it, but it's not lost on me who gets the most generous interpretation of their action and who doesn't. Who is literally the worst person in the world? Why your pants tight? Why you wearing that? Y'all treating the school like the club, like why he calling our kids dumb. He's so busy worrying about the TikTok that he ain't even teaching our kids. We get all that from everybody else. But when it comes to a cis heterosexual black male, it's just like, but maybe at least he just helping the kids. And that brings me to another thing I'm kind of about to go off on. There's this idea just because you're doing something, everything you do is positive. There's this idea that just because you helping kids, you can't do nothing wrong. Just because you're a part of the community, you can't do wrong to the community. And I'm not jumping. Like I said, I'm not accusing him of nothing. And I'm not even all that mad. I don't even care as much as it's coming across as I care. But I'm here to talk about the topics. But it's not lost on me that, like, when someone is doing something, specifically men, when men are doing something in the community, specifically the black community, there's this idea that just off doing it, they are perfectly fine. They are perfectly okay. They can do no wrong. Nobody can question them. Oh, okay. Now, I will get on the people who are online being like, I just care about the kids so much. I care about the kids so much. We do have this thing online where a lot of people just like to talk shit about people. And they try to like frame that in like they care about kids. So whatever they're talking shit about, they find whoever the vulnerable community is that this person has inflicted harm onto, I guess. And then they try to act like they just care about them so much. If you care about kids so damn big, it's the summer. There's a lot of summer programs going around and they need volunteers. Can you go step up? Can you go step up? A lot of y'all care starts and ends with them Twitter fingers. It starts and ends with them Twitter fingers. So like I can go there on both sides. How both sides can find themselves full of shit. But like this doesn't happen if he ain't got that phone in the classroom. If I believe everything is on the up and up, he didn't do nothing wrong, we would never know about this if he ain't had them phones in the classroom. So I say all this to say, like, why y'all be having like fine jobs and be wanting to be an influencer? Like, is it really is social media, like, even when he came on social media to cry about it, like, is it that deep? Is it that deep? Is it really something that you need to just run and go tell everybody, like, this is what happened to me? Y'all will put any and everything online, but you know what? Whatever. Let's move on to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss has gone #1. Drake, you lost. Drake, you lost. I told you guys I didn't care no more after the last diss, and I simply don't. And I'm very, very happy that we have moved on. We have moved on. It seems like no more diss are going to come out. But Drake posted something on his Instagram talking about, he had like a cartoon picture of Jon Snow in Game of Thrones fighting that other family and them all coming for him. And he was like, okay, now that that's done, time for some of our, Drake is probably going to give y'all another album this year, oh my God. But you don't get to do that. You don't get to call the beef over after you getting jumped. It do not work that way. Kendrick gets to call the beef over. Kendrick gets to call the beef over because he's the winner of the beef. You don't get to do that, but that's just the Drake of it all. Drake never thought he would lose this way, and Drake is just moving on to greener pastures, I guess. Here's the thing. How much will this affect Drake's career? Not at all. Like, people who like Drake's music, Drake has such a specific general population of people who enjoy his music, who's always going to enjoy his music. Even when the music not that good, they be enjoying the music. And so they're going to be there once again to enjoy his music. So nothing about that is ever going to change. And so it's just like I said, I've moved on. I don't like either party. Not Like Us is a bop though. Everybody say, oh, V-ho, oh, V-ho. Like, that shit is so fucking funny. Next thing I want to discuss, I want to talk about journalism. So on the Breakfast Club this past week, or maybe last week, they were talking about how Meg Thee Stallion's tickets weren't selling, and everyone came and was just like, somebody not doing the math right. And this could be a time for me to just be like, people just be on Meg Thee Stallion neck for no reason, but I'm not even going to do that. Because Meg Thee Stallion's not the only person they do this to. What is it with black media? What is it with black media? I won't even say these days. What is it with black media? And just like not doing like a crumb of research about anything, just be going on these huge platforms and just talking shit, just to talk shit, just saying stuff. You realize stands are making all of this stuff up. You're getting your news from stands, You're getting your news from the comment section of Pot Crave. That is what you're doing, and you don't think that's weird? You don't think that's weird that you go up on these platforms and just say and do any? These people will lead you anywhere. And it's just like, when do you guys have any type of integrity? You could say, Kenya, they're just gossipers. They're just gossiping. And I would give you that if when it's time to start voting, when we get closer to the 2024 election, Biden don't come up there, or Kamala don't come up there, or somebody from the Biden administration don't come up there and tell us to vote. Somebody even from Trump administration might come up there and try to tell us to vote. And like, that's my problem. My problem is that we're unserious. You get the people who are just like, they just gossiping. It's no big deal. Okay. But then at the same exact time, you'll get like the presidents coming up there. You'll get a presidential nominee coming up there. You'll get a mayor nominee coming up there. You'll get like, you'll get somebody running for Senate coming up there. And it's just like, what is it? It can't be both. It can't be unserious. And also people who are in control of our lives are coming up there. Which one is it? But it's confusing me regardless. Anyways, I'm gonna need Beyonce to move. Beyonce, you're not a tree. You can move. Beyonce, when we gonna get some visual? There's a few things from Beyonce that I need. Number one, I have not forgotten we do not have a Renaissance live album. If I've let go that we don't have Renaissance visuals because like a woman can only wait so long. I still want the Renaissance live album. I'm still there. And then when is the Renaissance film coming to streaming? Here is the thing. I'm not even a huge streaming fan. So like, we don't even have to do that. Can I just get it on video on demand? Can I just buy it? Can I just buy it on Apple? Like, we don't even have to do the streaming. I don't give a damn. Can I just buy it? Okay. Anyways. And then Cowboy Carter is here and Beyonce ain't moved. We ain't got no performances. We ain't got no visuals. We ain't got no interviews. We ain't got no behind the scenes. No in the makings. We ain't got no tour announcement. We don't got. We don't have. We are starving over here. Beyonce is literally starving us. She is so nasty. Thankfully, I'm recording this the day after Mother's Day because I'm never going to disrespect her on Mother's Day because that's Queen Mother. But like, speaking of mothers, Anita Baker, why you ain't show up to that show in Atlanta? Why you ain't show up to that show? We are in an era of more and more like acts becoming so unprofessional, and we're just supposed to take it on the chin. I'm not. There's no reason to cancel a concert hours before you supposed to come out. Baby, you knew yesterday you wasn't feeling good. Anyways, and then that would bring me into another conversation about people scheduling too many shows, trying to squeeze every dollar out of something. I don't know if this is the Anita Baker case, but like, when these shows be like, they be having 3 shows back to back to back or 2 shows, like maybe if you only did a show a week instead of trying to squeeze every dollar, you would have time to rest stop. You would have time to like know like, oh, I'm not feeling good. Like things wouldn't be so tight and so close. That's the big thing, right? That's the real question. The real question is how y'all be greedy and y'all be trying to work yourself to death and you're not stretching out these shows the way that you should so you can get everything in check. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.